This is the belt squat, okay? This is the belt. You're gonna squat with it, all right? Load the weight on the weight horn, obviously, that's where the weight goes. And then you're gonna put this, well, specifically, this hook, I'd say the clip carabiner. This is gonna go, I like it on the second loop. Okay, reason for that is if it's too high, it kind of cuts into my hips or my thighs when I'm wearing it around my waist. So if that's too close and it's kind of digging into you, you can lower the carabiner in these other holes so that it will fit nice and snug on your hips and not cut into your thigh or your hip. You don't really need it on all the way at the bottom because that would be ridiculous. So then you're going to hook right here, right? So I put it on the one that's farthest out. When I kind of get people warmed up in this machine, just because you have like the best leverage here, so it's not very heavy. So the closer you get to the weight, the truer the weight is, so the heavier it is. So keep the hook at the back end of this, and then when you get more comfortable, you can kind of move it forward a little bit, okay? And so then you stand here just like this. I kind of have a wider stance when I squat like this. So hold the handles here and then come down just like this and go up. What you don't want to do is you want to make sure that you're not relying on this handle to do the squat. So I've seen a lot of people kind of squat like they're leaning like this, right? They're not really bending their knees very much. The weight is coming down because they're dropping their upper body, but you don't have much knee flexion here and no ankle flexion as well. So you're just pushing your hips back. That's not really how you do this machine. So you want to act like you don't even have to touch these at first and get a good stance and try to do it maybe even without touching the bars. Just kind of go down so you can get a good feel of that. And then when you get heavier, you can kind of lean on that for support. You also don't want to have your feet too narrow, right? For me, it kind of starts to catch me in the hips, especially when I start getting heavier, and like irritates my thighs. So I kind of just put my hips out, or my feet out just a little more. If you're a shorter person, you might need to move this chain link up a little bit, right? Because the chain link might be too long. So when you're doing a squat, you can't actually hit depth because it keeps hitting the ground. So just make sure the chain length is good so you can hit depth in the squat.